All right, we're gonna start this again. I am sorry about the first time doing this, disconnecting because we had a storm come through. Took out the power for probably like 30 minutes-ish. So we got through watching some trash TV, my husband and I, and then I was like, okay, well, it seems like the storm's over. I'm gonna dip my toes back in. What's going on? Let's see if anybody is online talking about Amber's business at the moment. So it looks like the narc alert is online. Was anybody else? Wasn't Jordy online? I believe they were on live. They must have went off. No? Crazy. I guess we'll see what Chantopoulos was up to today. Anybody covered her? How long was this? Oh, I'm not watching her for 3 hours, I can tell you that much. We'll see what Chantal had to say about Amberlyn.
Ray.com to add this to your video.
Display capture. All right, this time I'm being proactive on not showing my screen right away. There we go. I think that'll do her. Scrunch her down. Scrimpity scrunch her down. Alright. Let's see what Chantopoulos has to say about Amberlyn's relationships.
Waterproof and everything, but like last night we had a shower. Last night I had a shower. And they...
Is Chantal back to wearing falsies? I haven't seen falsies in a while. They're making a comeback?
came off in the shower. So I was hoping that they would stay on like lash extensions. Like last night we had a shower. Last night I had a shower. And they came off in the shower. So I was hoping that they would stay on like lash extensions.
Oh no.
Hi.
So it came out yesterday that Amber was dating a married woman and they ended up being trolls. If you missed it, check out Karina, Kaboom, Apathetic Facts, Oh Lordy It's Jordy for the Amber recap. Here is Foodie giving her 2 cents on the whole situation.
So yeah, as you can tell by the thumbnail, okay, I don't know, I don't usually speak on stuff like, you know, internet drama.
You're a lying fucking pig, okay?
A video came up on recommendation and it was talking about, and then I watched some of Revan and Shani's stream. They were talking about this situation with Amberlyn.
Good
and this-
evening, Chris. This is my second attempt at live streaming. Unfortunately, a thunderstorm took out my power earlier midstream.
One-time person listening, and I think it was another channel like Apathetic Fox or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, they were talking about to this Valentine person, you have some freaking nerve saying that Amberlyn manipulated you when from the get you asked your therapist wife what you should say to Amberlyn, like you have both had the intention of manipulating her feelings to troll. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, my power was out for like a half an hour. It was just, we got a storm. Sometimes our power just kicks off. But it's already passed and everything's quiet again. And our power came back on like a half an hour after it went off. It's just, it shut everything down. So I was like, I'm not going to power everything back up. I've already let everybody know that it's probably not going to be until Monday that I'd be back on, because I didn't know how long the power was going to be out for. And I sat down and watched a little bit of trash TV with my husband. And then I was like, you know what? I'll see if anybody will come back and we can continue where we left off in discussion. But I'm comfy now in jammies, so I don't have to censor myself. I was still in my like outfit that I wore out.
Yeah, like she's trying to like seem like a victim or something. Like Amberlyn is like a pro manipulator, and she had me like manipulated and stuff like that. Like I had to stop listening to it. It was just like so gross and so stupid. Like, are you seriously gonna like, just because people don't like Amberlyn, you're gonna like try to like manipulate people into thinking that, oh, like play on their thoughts of Amberlyn being a manipulator? Like, I'm sorry, in my opinion, these two people are the ones master manipulating. I'm like,
I mean, Amber is a manipulator. Two things can happen in the same universe.
100%. Like, this is like just ridiculous. Like, anyway, like who does that? Like, who does that? Like, what did the wife think would happen? Like, the wife is all being cocky with Amberlyn. Like, you're not mad at your wife. Like, you're married, and you gave the okay for her to message Amberlyn. It's a possibility that she could catch feelings. Like, well, what, are you just mad and jealous that Amberlyn was more interesting than you? I don't get it. Like, anyway, you know what? You know why I'm not always on Amberlyn's side? Because I hate when there's an entire community of people that constantly beat up on the same person. I hate it. I hate it. I'm automatically going to take that person's side just for that reason. That's it. The whole situation is messed up, but
I don't know, like, did this happen just yesterday, her with the massive eyelashes? I don't remember these making a resurgence since she's been in Kuwait. Well, at least not, like, since after the whole Salah debacle. Like, when did these come back out? I loved the fact that Chantal could not keep herself from discussing Amberlyn's business, even though she doesn't fucking like Amber. So why insert yourself into something? Oh, she ordered them from Timo. Even better. But she wanted so badly to be a part of what was happening with Amber, because everybody was going and viewing Amber's drama as opposed to going and watching Chantal stuff her face for 3 hours.
I don't know, like, yeah. It's not my circus, but it's all over the internet and everyone's talking about it, so that's my 2 cents. I know, admitting she trolled ALR and then blank trying to be the victim in it. But then at the same time, like, trying to manipulate people by saying, I know I'm a bad person for this. Well, yeah, so...
Oh,
Oh, I hate ads. but I'm too cheap to pay for the YouTube Premium.
You know what I mean? Like, now they started a channel, right? Of course they started a channel. If that's not clout chasing 101, like, I hate these people.
Yeah, but they started a channel and I don't think they've done anything with it. Like, literally nothing with it. Because I did add them, hoping for, like, the more information, and they didn't even use it. What the fuck is the name of their stupid channel? Clever Teacup, that's what it is. The Erica and Brittany made, well, I don't know if it was just Brittany or if it was both of them. They made a channel. They have over 4,000 subscribers, but they haven't done anything with it. And they have to know that, like, they're not going to be able to keep those subscribers, because once they're no longer giving information that people can use or pick apart, they're, I mean, it's nothing anymore. It's just, it's just your last, or your current wife, or I don't know if it'll be ex-wife situation. I don't know, but like, it just is like an open letter to the internet that your wife cheated on you with Amber. Eesh.
People who try to get famous, like, honestly, like, I don't care. People don't like Shani. She's actually had a point when I heard her say, these people getting famous over her, for hurting people. It's so true. It's so.
I mean, isn't that, I mean, that's Amber, Shani, and Chantal's content to a T. Getting famous on hurting people around them and themselves. I mean, that's their content. And Shani has no room to talk about people clout chasing on the internet. What that woman will go through for $1 for a ham sandwich. And poor Rev, what he will do for fucking scraps. That man has wiped her ass for scraps. He is malnourished. And don't get me wrong, Rev is also a piece of shit. Like, they don't negate one another being pieces of shit because of how badly they treat one another. But it's still like, this is shit calling other people shit. Like,
So true. People do that in this community. They do that. Like, look at Cunt Bella. Look at how she's trying to get famous by hurting people.
Chantal, your husband cheated on you. He was gonna, if she would have had the money to make that trip, it would have been a full-fledged physical affair as opposed to an emotional affair. Like, he would have taken it there.
And so is this Valentine person, and then her wife. Like, they make a channel trying to talk about the tea now. Like, get a life. This person is a therapist. Like, this is what I mean. Like, how?
I don't think it's been proven that she's a therapist. She wore scrubs in an Instagram picture and maybe a TikTok video. But that doesn't make you a therapist. Yeah, the voice filters. I take her more seriously with the voice filters than I do without. I can't stand her voice anymore.
Well, I don't want therapy. Like, huh? Like, what if your
Hello,
therapist is messed up
Tashadi.
like this? Like, I just don't trust strangers with, like, being vulnerable with them. You just never know. I don't know.
Chantal, didn't you trust a stranger with being vulnerable with? You didn't know Sala from a hole in the wall. Like, you talked to him for 2 weeks. You talked to him for 2 weeks before you moved across the country to marry him. Don't trust strangers. You are such such a law.
No. Hey, say how much ALR because she's boring. I never said she was boring. I'm
Okay.
I would like go through spouts where I'm not up to date on her content. I don't know, maybe at one point, like, I don't know. Maybe at one point I said, like, yeah, there's not really anything eventful going on sometimes in her life.
Is the call coming in from from inside the house, Barbara? Chantal, there's nothing exciting going on in your life. Aside from when Kybella tried getting with your man. Like, there's nothing exciting going on in your life. You eat in front of a camera as a type 2 diabetic. I guess that's exciting. You're cheating death every day that you decide to go against eating a diabetic diet to be able to at least put the diabetes in remission. You're just playing Russian roulette every day. You mukbang on camera. And I don't care what you're eating off camera. I know she tries saying, like, I only eat like 2 pieces of broccoli and I eat totally healthy off camera. Yes, I do mukbangs and they're unhealthy, but I eat totally clean outside of doing these. It doesn't matter how clean you're eating outside of doing these mukbangs. These mukbangs are enough to make you gain weight, and they're enough to raise your blood sugar dramatically. If she would just pause to think before running her mouth. I know it's a novel concept. Her specifically, and I think Shani herself has an issue with, pausing to think about what she's about to say. Amber at least takes the day. She may not be well-rounded in thought to give it a proper think through, but at least she takes the day to stew in it. Chantal will learn about something and be like right there on it, talking about it. Oh, she went into an elevator today? Was that during her live stream? I didn't watch her live stream. To be completely honest, it was like almost 3 hours long. She went into an elevator. What did she go into an elevator for? Did she have another doctor's appointment?
Can be a bit boring. My content can be a bit boring too. Just trying. That's why I don't listen to it. I try to listen to it, and it's just like, ew.
Oh, on Bad Seed. I'll have to go and look that up after this.
Like, these people are doing disgusting things for like 15 minutes of clout and attention. It's so weird. I don't care, Artovo. I don't care.
Sure, Jan.
She's always had more viewers than me. I don't know how Jordy has any audience. His voice is like nails on a chalkboard. I don't care if I have 300 viewers. What's your fucking point?
Chantal, the point is you do care, or you wouldn't have posted that thumbnail to try to scalp some of Amber's audience by talking about Amber. By trying to scalp some of the reaction channel's audience by talking about Amber. Because they knew you were about to put your foot in your mouth over the things that you were going to say about your stances on the issues at hand. Because it's pretty much things you should be telling yourself as far as your moral high ground goes. Like,
like, what's your point? Do you think I care? I'm never
exactly involving herself for content.
Like, I don't sit there and talk about people every day and use other people's content. I don't badger on Amberlynn. And like Jordy, he uses me and Amberlynn. Of course he's gonna have views. Let him try to talk about anything else. Again, none of—
Doesn't Jordy talk about other things? I'm not familiar with his content. I mean, I watched the latest live streams, but like, I'm not a regular on his content. Let's see what he normally talks about. No, he covers other things. He covers Glitter and Lasers, Eugenia Cooney. So it's not just Amberlynn and Chantal. Survivor. Jeffree Star. Yeah, he covers other things. Yeah, welcome back, me. The storm took me out for a little while, but not forever. I got into jammies, watched some trash TV after the power came back on, and I was like, you know what? My husband's playing video games now. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna turn the computer back on. Let's do round 2. There's no more storm. Everything's calm. So unless somebody takes out a transformer somewhere, which let's not put that out in the universe because that would suck. He shops and eats in his car sometimes while chit-chatting. So kind of similar to Alex Shook. Because I think he does like little cute car mukbang type deals while he's talking about Lushy struck Jordy before. Oh, she did. Oh, fuck. Yep, I got in my Trixie clothes, my Trixie shirt that it's been seen some better days. It's like, I don't know, probably close to as old as my daughter.
None of them ever do the challenge. None of them ever do the challenge. Like, seriously. Not really interested in Naylor. I wasn't interested in the situation, like, honestly, but, like, just listening to, like, bits of it, I just wanted to tell off this, like, Erica person and her wife. Like, you guys are just pathetic clout chasers, and...
Yes, Chantal, because you are not also a pathetic clout chaser. Wrong screen. I'm a professional, everybody. Don't worry. I'm a professional. Yeah, whatever voice I think it's like the Jester voice filter on CapCut. I don't know if other programs have the array of voice filters that CapCut has.
What you did was wrong. So you have some freaking nerve trying to make Amberlynn look like the manipulator and the situation. Get a life, seriously. With Brittany with taking her spells back after stuff. Okay, yes.
Whoever wrote that to her fucking ate her up right there. She did not know how to respond right away. You could see her brain processing how to respond. Of course, Brio, she has to comment on everything because her channel is fucking actively dying. I think her last mukbang, because she decided to do it when all the shit was going down with Amber, the live stream or whatever, only had like 1,000 people that have watched it. No one cares anymore. I mean, there's only so many people that you can watch eat themselves into health issues. Thank you. I'm still wearing my makeup from work and going out on a dinner date with my husband today, so that's why I look a little bit more put together than normal, even though I am in comfy clothes. But yeah, it's been... Girl World is a dumpster fire that no one wants to put out at this moment. Like, people would rather piss on the fire. Thank you to Shadi.
But Brittany was like in on it. She was aware. She was telling her wife what to say, you know? And this Erica person had like an emotional, ongoing affair with Amberlynn. You know, that's different than you wanting to use somebody as a toilet for a day or two. Okay, so it's...
I mean, is it? Is it? I mean, Erica and them were trolling her. She found her loophole. Like, the one up she has is like, He only did it in text that he wanted to use her as a toilet. He never acted upon it. Well, I mean, technically neither did Erica. They never met in person. So she didn't get to, like, no one got to flick each other's beans. They had to flick their own respective beans and record it for one another to show one another. That was their level of intimacy. And I swear, if any of those videos or photos get leaked, like Chantal's special photos got leaked off of that special site, I am going to bleach my eyes. I will bleach my eyeballs. I will willfully go blind. I cannot. I do not want it. Yes, the only friends. Yeah. Only flaps. I have, like, stayed off of Twitter today because of it. I was like, because they keep throwing it around, and I'm like, they're gonna jinx it. Somebody's gonna get a hold of it out of desperation. Somebody's gonna send it to somebody for a one-uppance, and then it's gonna be spread like wildfire all over fucking Twitter. I'm staying off of Twitter for the, like, next month. I'm staying off of it.
A lot different. So, I'm just saying, like, you don't, the wife shouldn't get mad at Amber Lynn when she was telling her wife, hey, message her and say this. You were giving her the green light, and now you're gonna cry that they bonded. And I don't believe, like, I think that they really did have something going on. And that this Erica person liked the conversation. Obviously, I believe that.
So she can believe that Chantal can take a step back and believe that Erica had a relationship with Amber through text message, but can't believe that Sala and Kybella were having a relationship through text message, and that it wouldn't have it wouldn't have been an issue because he wouldn't have acted upon it. So how do we know Erica would have acted upon it? If we're going by Chantal's logic, obviously it's different rules, I guess because Chantal's a Muslim now, and Salah's a Muslim, and they follow their religion to a T, that it's a different, because it's purer. He helps wash her in her shower. Amber's not getting anybody to help her wash her in the shower right now. It's all through text message. Remember too, she went with a married Turkish man. I know. Like, and the fact that she knew he was married and then tried backtracking. Yeah, just good Muslim creatures. Just good Muslim creatures of Allah, and non-foot washing, non-leg washing, just rinsing off and praying that it got all the bits. Just truly clean soul. She said if they aren't in the same country, it doesn't count. Exactly. Well, if we're going by that logic, then Salah never cheated. They're not in the same country. So she should have never been mad to begin with. And Chantal wasn't even in the country when it happened. So again, like, if we're going by her logic, what happens in Rome stays in Rome.
It strongly, Same thing the human toilet did, like, created a channel trying to, like, get clout off my name. And it's like, that's all that these people do. They're bottom feeders. Like, they can't get any attention on their own, and they need validation through that attention, so they use other people. They go with the crowd. They're just sheep. They're
And we all know they aren't knocking boots. Can you, Chantal, really blame him? This comment that she made, I don't think she realizes. I mean, she probably does.
and so they use other people. They go with the crowd. They're just sheep.
They go with the crowd. They're just sheep. Didn't Chantal start her channel as a beauty channel because she saw other influencers doing it and making money off of it? Wasn't that her sole intention to begin in the beginning? Was to go with the crowd, go where the money is at with the beauty influencers, and then that didn't pan out and she saw that she could make money with eating on camera. So again, we went with the crowd. Like, I don't think she pauses to think, like, how did I get my start on YouTube? Yeah, but now it's went past like doing mukbangs where it was just, well, I can't even say it was like a practical amount of food. But now it's went above and beyond, like her demolishing a pizza and wings and fries. I think I saw in the thumbnail of one of the video, her recent ones. It's like, ma'am, are you trying to fucking speed run death? Like, what is going on? And how is YouTube not considering this an eating disorder and wanting to, you know, put that warning down there for the eating disorder hotline? Like, why is that not happening?
boring sheep, you know? Normal lashes, the glue says like waterproof and everything, but like last night we had a shower. Last night I had a
Last night we had a shower. I don't even think that is a sex life flex. I know this is Piggy. I know Piggy has a caption here saying this was not a slip. She hates that she can't flex her sex life. I think that's more so like a hygiene thing. I think Sala's given her the old what did the fuck do they call it when they're cleaning livestock, just a bathing of the livestock, just giving her the old rinse down, the spray down, sponge bath. I don't think he's sponging it. I think he's just pointing the bidet hose at her, because their bathroom is all one thing. The bidet hose is right there. Is the bidet hose like just the shower head? Just hosing her down? She's probably having to lift her stomachs up so that he has full access to at least rinse down there, because I'm not sure her arms can reach it. It's a struggle. It's a struggle being a big girl. If you have more than one stomach, just the amount of moisture that must collect with all those layers, I could not imagine. Like, I live in the humid heat of Florida. You will not catch my ass in long sleeves and long pants. Never, never, never. Not gonna happen. Her being in full fucking 3 or 4 layers. My thing is like, I really hope for the sake of everyone involved in having to be around her and having to live in that place or be in that home, that she's not going commando in that heat. Especially because she said that she smelled like barracuda before, and whatever food and fish names is she named in the process, some kind of cheese, ricotta. I think ricotta was one of them. I cannot have ricotta after this. I will refuse it.
shower.
Blue cheese.
And they came off in the shower. So I was hoping that they would stay on like lash extensions. My gosh, she was a
Chantal would be the one. Chantal would fully be the one to glue down falsies and not try to remove them. She would use she'd be the one to use the wig glue and not remove them for however long they stayed on. All dirty with all the makeup and stuff that she uses from day to day, not cleaning them. She's gonna get an eye infection. We're gonna see her next with like pink eye or some shit. Or conjunctivitis. We thought those eyes were swollen up. They're about to get so much more swollen if she keeps that shit up. You're not really supposed to reuse falsies like that or wear them long term. Oh. What else has she gotten into? I'm sure she's gotten into other shit. Parking lot adventure. I can only fucking imagine parking lot adventure. See this one, the New York style pizza. How much of that did she eat? Did she eat the full pizza? Potato wedges and wings. Watch Bad Seed.
And we're back. And the team is looking down the barrel of a 450.
I fucking can't. I fucking can't. What? I did not watch it. I saw pictures of it on Twitter before the announcement of Amber's exploits through the text messaging between her and Erica. That's when I noped out, but I did see the dresses that she got. I thought they were okay. Too hot for Kuwait, but I thought they were okay. I think maybe she's wearing them backwards. They could have been worn better, and maybe it's just all the layers that she has underneath just makes them unflattering that much more. But I thought the swimsuit was okay. I really liked the green dress. Did she get up and Tom Cruise the couch again during the haul? The chest piece moment.
I usually, like I said, don't like to cover her lives, but I'm home today doing nothing.
Yeah, I liked the green one. I thought the dress itself was cute. I don't like the long sleeves. I just don't care for long sleeves on dresses. I don't know if that's just me. But I liked the color of the green one, and I liked the bottom of the green dress, the little ruffle detail.
So I'm watching this live, and apparently she's gonna go on an adventure into the elevator. So she's panicking. She's like, I'm gonna bring water, I'm gonna bring this, I'm gonna bring that, just in case I get stuck in the elevator. So now apparently she is using the restroom just in case she gets stuck in the elevator. And I mean, Salah's out playing cards, LOL. At the Red Room, probably.
Good Lord.
The fact that a 40-year-old grown woman is afraid to go into the elevator by herself says a lot. So let's see. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a great day. It was kind of warm here in Southern California today, a bit humid. So I sat outside in the sun today.
Got to give that bidet a good old workout before she heads on her adventure of the elevator.
With my grandson. He was going crazy in the yard with bubbles and chalk. So that's going to be fun to clean later. And I have to clean it because my husband gets annoyed when there's chalk all over, and then it gets tracked into the house because, like I've said before, we have white floors that show everything. Sorry about the long pause. I'm waiting. I don't know. Is she going number 1 or number 2? I don't know.
Was this clipped from a live stream? Why didn't she just clip this out of here? Or did she record it live? Maybe.
The shoes are more comfortable than the Skechers.
Okay, here we go. Exciting. She finally put.
More than likely, doesn't she doesn't have a gallbladder, does she? I could have sworn that was one of her surgeries that she had for the gallbladder. So that's probably why she goes to the bathroom so often, because of what she eats. Doesn't agree with not having a gallbladder. Also, metformin or whatever generic that she's on there in Kuwait for metformin and some insulins will give you digestive issues. So it could also be that playing a part because she's not following a diabetic diet of any kind and watching her sugar and fat intake.
Put that hideous dress on correctly because people were yelling at her in the chat.
Or loves it.
That's so annoying. Put it away. Let's see if she goes. Stop harassing me.
Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Okay, hold on, guys.
It's like she's going on like a serious like adventure. She's just going in the elevator to test out her new.
Yeah, that's the same with Marie Baroche. If it, oh Lord, cats are wild tonight. If anything messes with my digestive, guess what? I'm not eating anymore. I'm not eating that anymore. It's not worth risking that.
New shoes in the lobby, literally. Imagine that's the like terror and excitement of her life. Oh my gosh. What if she goes downstairs and Salah's in the lobby with another chick?
Okay, Fred, time to find our perfect apartment.
I'm fucking dead. It looks like she's packing a lunch to go down the elevator.
She's literally taking a bag of water. What else? You gonna take some TP, toilet paper? Watch her forget keys. Does she have keys? I don't know.
My inhaler?
That vent is filthy up there.
I don't have a rescue one. That's not a rescue. Plastic bag, water bottle.
Waddle waddle?
Power bank. Yes.
Waddle
Okay,
waddle.
hold on.
A waddle bottle.
That
She even talks like a baby. I need my waddle bottle in my plastic bag. I need my snacks. I can't forget my snacks.
vent needs to be cleaned. That's filth.
Power bank. I need my cord. Hold on.
The vent reminds me of like, you know, because Southern California has wildfires and we have ceiling fans in the rooms in the house, like upstairs and downstairs. They get so filthy if there's like wildfires. You should see the soot that I have to clean.
I need my rescue inhaler, my waddle bottle, my snacks. I can't forget my snacks. I better take a brownie. I pack it in my plastic bag.
Off the blinds and the ceiling fans. It's horrible.
Perfume, in case I'm stuck there for a few days and I'm funky. Okay. Oh.
A few days? What the hell is this? What? Is she planning for like a fucking disaster? How rickety is their elevator? How rickety is the elevator? Why are we already planning and being there for multiple days?
Oh, a portable
Perfume.
fan.
This is all to go in the elevator. Fan,
Okay, I'm good to go.
perfume, water.
I got you guys.
I need to bring an extra pair of underwear. I need another plastic bag in case I gotta go number 2, because I gotta have a place to put my number 2.
this bitch forget the keys? She has everything else.
Yalla.
Doesn't she keep the apartment cold? How is she sweating already? She is visibly moist.
Oh my goodness, I can't. And I don't even know why I'm whispering. I think I'm home alone. I'm upstairs. Nobody's here. I feel like I'm spying. It's funny.
Alright. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh no, 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 no. I'm so scared.
Scared?
Is that a booger?
It's probably yours. Look at that belly.
Shoes.
I'm more of a napkins and lotion kind of girl.
Why is there like the
Here we go.
tile lip on the floor right there? It's easily tripping.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Show us your reflection.
That is a pretty rickety elevator.
She looks like a bad lady.
She has literally taken 3 steps out of her apartment and is so out of breath. How does that not worry her? You can't even take fucking 3 steps out of your apartment and you're so winded.
She looks like she's like in a literal fun house.
It's small. Oh gosh. No smoking.
Is she? Uh-oh, she's in the lobby.
I did it.
She's on the loose.
She survived the elevator. Oh, 100% Tashadi. This is to make Sala nervous.
Okay, let's go for a little walk.
Oh, she's gonna go outside by herself. It's not allowed. I wonder what the temperature is there right now. Maybe in the 90s at nighttime.
I don't think I've ever stepped off an elevator and went, I did it between breaths. I don't think I have ever used an elevator and been winded from stepping on said elevator. That is wild. And the breathing is getting considerably heavier as she's walking to the door.
I think. What was it today? I think it was like 83, 85
Is it hot? Not that bad actually.
here. Don't fall, Chantal, down those stairs with those big ass shoes that you buy.
Let's go see if we can see some stray cats.
Oh, Lord. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Stop harassing the feline community.
This is like old times. It's pretty here. Well, there's like a lot of...
Oh my Lord. You know what she should be doing with her fucking time? And Sala as well, since they're internet celebrities. Is going out there and sweeping where they're fucking calling home. That is atrocious. Get out there and fucking sweep your fucking street. Show pride in where you live. I mean, what am I expecting? She doesn't even clean her apartment. Yeah. That is very true. And I think we're getting a repeat with Julia, because it looks like Julia's matted and shit.
garbage around here, so...
Show, what? And you want to talk about other countries? Girl, please. Go out there, pick up that trash.
Just gonna walk around the parking lot.
I would not be able to walk past that and not, like, feel the urge to need to sweep it up. I would not be able to do it.
My goodness.
I went in the elevator. It's safe.
I wouldn't even walk
think.
around the
I
park.
mean, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I've never been outside by myself. It's not that hot.
She probably thinks that she's brushing her by doing this with her hands and raking them across the cat. She's like, that's brushing, right?
Oh no, this is kind of dangerous. She's gonna get kidnapped. Look at how filthy.
Parking lot.
What?
She must live in an apartment that is for, like, workers or tourists. Like, these look like tourist buses.
She's literally, like, at the place where like,
there's humans, there's garbage.
people get their ride to work from.
Teletubbies? Oh my god, it does. Oh my god. Oh, Chantal. Oh,
She's at
girl.
the RTD. Like, everybody who lives in LA, you know what that is. Rapid Transit District. Bus.
There's a little store here. See?
Oh no. Is that guy drunk over there? What is that? This is weird.
Okay.
And you want to talk about Detroit and
These
things
shoes are
like
comfy,
that? Look
but
at
now they're
that.
going to be full of sand.
She literally wants to talk
Are
trash
you
about the
in India?
USA. How's that place
No.
any better?
Kuwait.
Go further away from the building,
There's a
Chantal.
huge Indian population, though.
She looks like a weirdo in that hideous striped
just a
dress,
little hot.
wandering the
Not too
parking
bad.
lot with a grocery bag, smiling
Some
and a
Rolos.
tomato red face. Can you imagine?
Wow, I'm outside.
She is so weird. Wow, you guys. I'm outside with my bag of emergency rations because I thought I was going to be trapped inside of an elevator for weeks. I can see someone doing one of those deep dark dive videos on a Teletubby called Beezer that everyone forgot about and was removed for making parents uncomfortable. She's seeing the sights, Brio. She's... Come on. You gotta be proud of her for this. Remember when Amber wanted us to be proud of her that she walked down a flight of steps or was able to, what was the other thing she wanted us to be proud of? Walking a mile? I still don't believe that, by the way. There's no fucking way. She walked to the tree. I don't ever trust that Amber has ever walked a mile. And the only reason I say that is because every time where she has walked and like shown us on camera that she was avidly walking, a tragedy has befell her. She's either fallen or it's never been anything positive coming from her walking. Exactly. Maybe she just added up the steps for the month. That could be possible.
It reminds me of like a scene from What About Bob? You guys remember that movie?
Ew, look how discolored her teeth are. That's it. We're zooming in. We're doing a zoomaroony. Maybe. We're definitely doing it though.
Like a scene from What About
That is so fucking gross. Hello. I have buildup of plaque on my front teeth. You know, the obvious ones that I should probably brush because they're front and center on my face when I'm talking and smiling like a lunatic. What does she call it? Rat face? When I'm smiling like a rat-faced weirdo? Good night to Shadi. And she's actually supposed to have a gap. Jesus. Chantal. That's a one-way ticket to another diabetic ailment to befall her, an infection to happen. Good Lord. Get it together, Chantal.
Bob. You guys remember that movie? She's like the female version of What About Bob?
Sometimes there's like a pack of wild dogs in this parking lot though, so like for real.
Then do you think you should be out there alone? Because if they were to come after you, your ass is not going to be able to run away from them. I'm sorry. It's going to be Darwinism at its finest. At least the dogs will be fed for a night.
What do you think the pack of dogs is gonna? They smell you or something? Maybe.
I don't have any money on me.
Are the dogs taking money?
Everything's upstairs. I have my elevator safety kit. I'm such a loser.
That's
it's
right.
like a 1 second ride.
Well, at least she's self-aware.
What time is it there?
Feral
right now?
Thanksgiving.
I don't even know.
I'm too fat for this. I don't think it's a little store. They don't have
Go
Apple
in the
Pay
store.
and stuff like that.
Go in the store. Let's see what items they have in there.
You have to use
Is she going in?
K-Net.
Being able to have something to always protect
Oh my Lord. Ads galore.
Oh no, what is this? Is that what is that? Oh, it's
Where the
lamp.
fuck is she going?
Shoplifting bees.
Is she going in the store? What are you doing? She needs to get.
I am confused. Is she using a wheelchair ramp instead of walking up the steps? Because she can't bend her fucking legs?
What is this called, a gimbal, to like stabilize the camera, because her waddle is like giving motion sickness. Look at me. Oh, there's.
Oh, she's going to the pool.
Old pool. Oh, look at that.
The pool area.
Why is the pool area covered like that? That's so weird. Maybe because of the sand, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. That's it? That's all you're doing for the adventure outside? Boring.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's wise of her to go out by herself when she has issues with fucking breathing, on top of the fact that, like, it's hot there and she's not physically at that point to where she should be out fucking doing this. What if she were to have fallen? What if she would have gotten really sick, or heat exhaustion would have hit? Like, oh, my lovely husband. Liam, you should come out here and join me and watch this. Huge language barrier. Yeah. The language barrier, the fact that she didn't bring any, like, form of identification or money or anything in case an emergency did happen. I guess she's recording on her phone, so if they needed to, they could probably get a hold of Sala that way, but, like, I don't think she thinks these things through.
Is there an attendant in this building?
Okay.
A concierge?
He can perch on the back of my chair since the cats aren't occupying it. I think he might be coming out.
Anything? I guess not.
We will see.
I guess that's it. We're going back upstairs. I guess that's good. She adventured outside.
the thing. I think a lot of this is to get Sala's attention. Like her doing shit that like could put her at risk is definitely her trying to get some kind of attention drawn from Sala, because he's probably not wanting her to go out like this, because there's no way he can be there if he's out doing shit for himself. You're gonna join? Wait a minute. Can you just grab one of those chairs and bring it up? My husband's gonna join. It's fine. Oh, okay. She's gonna join. Ow! Ooh, ow. Hold on, hold on. Oh, sorry. All right, we're gonna move the screen down here. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna take the chat off for a minute and not do that. Move that up there.
What is this?
Chantal. She went
parking lot adventure.
She went down the elevator.
I'm probably not showing up on the microphone.
Here you are.
Am I?
Yeah, you should be able to. This is my husband.
I've been on before.
Don't judge him for looking like he just rolled out of bed. He just did roll out of bed. To be fair, we both rolled out of bed not too long ago.
I had to poop pants.
Thank God you did.
Yeah.
You want to put on the headphones so you can listen to her.
Yeah, they're filthy.
Yeah, I'll read what you guys will say.
It's leveling up.
Sketchy looking.
Yeah, we were watching trash TV earlier. We've been watching, what's that? Married at First Sight.
Wait, whose shoes are those? Your shoes? Oh, I guess. And she just left the door wide open. What is this?
So I want to fill you in because I don't think you were watching all of it. What happened?
I just literally just turned it on.
So she went on. She called it Parking Lot Adventure. Bad Seeds covering it. That's who we were watching the video cut from. I guess it was a live stream. But apparently, what season is it that we're watching?
Whatever the newest season is, the most recent one.
The most recent one.
It's on the on-demand television app.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's the new season. I mean, there might be more. Whatever, they're in Colorado.
Yeah, they're in Colorado. It has like a Native American.
The Native American guy with the African American woman. The guy who got denied pretty much in the first episode. The first episode.
That was rough.
Yeah.
We thought there were going to be more people like denying each other based off of looks.
There wouldn't be a show. There wouldn't be a show. I mean, the looks.
Yeah, but my thought was like they were going to have like the denial and then have a backup for them in case the denial happened.
I mean,
because it was a dating
looks
thing.
wise, I think they matched everybody up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
If you're going based on like, okay, if let's just say the people are attracted to their level of attractiveness, everybody looks like they kind of fit into each other's like likes and dislikes.
Except the one couple, I guess.
Well, to be fair, he was goofy as all hell.
Yeah,
and then of course she had to wear a sword and a crown, and he actually did it. And then he got left.
And then she got him. She was like, "Nah, I'm not ready." But essentially, Chantal packed a survival bag. It was just a grocery bag full of water, her inhaler, perfume, because she thought she was going to be stuck in there for more than one day.
In the elevator?
In the elevator.
Why
and
would she
to
be
be
stuck in
fair,
there?
it's rickety.
Why
it's
would she be
rickety
stuck in
looking.
an elevator for one day?
She has like a phobia of elevators.
Then why would she not? If I was going in an elevator and I packed in case I was getting stuck, I just wouldn't go in an elevator.
Well,
like use the stairs, of course. You know,
she can't. She went up the like she was winded 3 steps out of her door. She was breathing heavy. If you need Married at First Sight, you probably aren't too picky. Yeah. I think, well, the one girl wasn't a serious dater, and that's the whole reason she did Married at First Sight. Yeah. It's because she didn't date seriously.
Shoes off when you go in the house.
Don't smell.
Ew.
Is she sniffing her fucking shoes?
You're back here already.
She's probably out of breath. from that little adventure.
Carpet in an elevator. Yeah, the elevator's a bit sketch.
I wonder what her blood pressure is right now. 300 over 350. Anyways,
Yeah, it's not very many floors, yeah.
Anyways, that's as far as I'm gonna go because she's probably gonna start talking about food, and I really don't give a shit. So anyways, that's it from me. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
Oh no.
What does your video sound like? Go to artlist.io and get the best music and sound effects for your videos. This is not the real world. This is your creation.
Oh my god. I guess we're gonna watch this next. Chantal eating a bowl of mayo. Yeah, Ezio's
Today, I have to show you one
the
of my
normal
favorite
one
things here.
behind me
Okay.
that always seems
so
to find the
Burger
king
King
of the
has
chair.
entered the chat again.
Yeah,
I hope everybody's
not a people
having
person.
a
He
great
just
Saturday
likes to
or
be in the
Sunday,
spotlight.
depending on your time zone.
Oh,
So
she had
let's
Burger
get
King.
into it.
In Kuwait, it's the BK King Royal.
I think it's a mix of fries. If you look closely at the camera. And they have chicken burgers out there.
This is like the nashi of Kuwait, okay? But it's very messy.
I'm sorry, but that looks
He must have heard me trying to give away his
disgusting.
chair, probably.
I could not
No,
eat
once he hears
No,
his
thank
sister being
Oh my
pet
gosh,
on,
it's so
he
messy.
thinks he's
And the
got
cheese
insert
always sticks to the
himself.
wrapper.
He's much like Chantal.
But other than that,
if someone's
it's
getting
like-
attention, she has to
Okay.
insert herself.
You are 40 years old.
He's not
It is
fat.
against the
He is
law
fat.
to use the word
He's husky.
in a sentence. So
He's
please
husky.
Anyways, look at these curly fries. Just look at them. Whoops.
Yeah, in Kuwait they have
I made my
those are
own
curly
plate of mayo
fries.
chip.
That
I
is
have an ice mug.
Yeah. So they have half and half.
Curl, vomit, puke.
What?
It's chicken.
That is a
It's
lot
like a
of mayo.
what is it? A chicken king or something like that?
Okay.
Something like that.
But the way she
And then she
literally
gets a
has
Coke
it,
Zero. Or
like,
we're gonna
you know how the hummus, like you buy the hummus.
If we're gonna have a
at the
plate
store,
full of mayo
and it has like the
ketchup-
little
Actually, like Coke Zero more than I
bell
like
pepper
that.
garnish
Ugh,
in the middle.
disgusting.
That's what I guess
a cup
she's
and a
trying to make it
half
look
of
like.
mayo. Listen,
That is
I
some
like mayo more
obese
than
behavior right there.
most people, but not that.
Oh look,
that
I
is
thought it was a Coke,
too much mayo.
The Coke Zero.
It has to be on
part
something.
right
I'm
there.
not just eating it out of
So the double chicken, this is like a double chicken royal, but
Oh,
the BK
man.
Royal, they add like a special sauce. And it's like a Big Mac sauce, I think.
But apparently
Onions
she's
and
like down to
pickles.
330
2 chicken
pounds
patties.
now. I don't see how.
And lots of cheese.
I've
It looks
had
like
like,
she's
'cause I mean, I don't
almost
eat takeout a lot. I've had
When, I mean,
the not Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hello. I've had the Burger King chicken sandwich before.
you
I
missed,
think they
her
have the
telling us
worst
that she
chicken sandwich. Just their
We
chicken in
showered.
general is
He said we
disgusting. I
showered,
don't like the
as in
flavor.
Sala was in the
I don't
shower
like the
with her.
texture. It's gross. I'm not surprised Chantal likes it.
I mean,
It's just phenomenal.
I have heard her refer to herself in third person
It's
before,
just-
so it's not
it's
out
not.
of
Alright,
the
let's have
realm
a
of
curly fry.
possibilities.
Ew,
Beef bite.
disgusting.
And the
Gag
mayo
me
chip.
with the spoon.
Oh my gosh. We're so hot.
Oh,
Chantal,
man, I
spray
would-
me
I'm
down.
also like, okay,
Like,
I don't like
literally.
mayo at
I
all.
can't.
No,
Like,
you can't
But like, I
mayo-
know what she's going for.
the
and
only
she's
mayo
not
that I will
mixing the
eat
two
is
together, like
Kewpie.
making
If
an
I eat
actual
mayo
Like
on
the
a sandwich.
fancy-
Right,
That's
which
the
is what
only
she's
one that
going
I
for,
like.
but she's
That's
even
the
too lazy to
Japanese
even
mayo.
swirl it
I
around.
Fancy
don't
She's like,
sauce.
Best Foods, like American mayo.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like
that's what
any
it
of
looks
that.
like.
It's just I can't.
Looks
The
like what?
taste, I don't like it, and the fact that she's just
Yeah, it does not
It
look
does not look
appetizing at
appetizing.
all.
I can't.
Mix
And I
that
mean, I
shit
understand
with
that people
bitch,
do like
like-
mayo, as a dip.
Mix that shit.
But if you
lazy
do, I
bitch.
suggest
But seriously, I mean,
Japanese
she's too
mayo.
lazy to even mix it.
Oh,
Because that's exactly what she's going for.
I'm surprised she didn't do it with her fingers. She uses her hands for everything.
my
Like
goodness,
licks the
I
sauces
can't.
off of her hands.
I don't even know if I
Have
can
you
watch
watched
this
that
now that she's doing that.
Wow.
Literally.
Sweet jelly
Curly
bee
fry.
or something like that on TikTok. that
I love
looks
curly fries and they're spicy.
Oh.
Oh, they're seasoned.
It's a real big phobia of
I
yours.
don't like watching
No.
people eat. Ever since I was young. Because his kid at lunch ate with his mouth open.
Lipstick goes on?
Well, which is interesting because you eat with your mouth open.
Yeah. But I don't look at the mirror when I do it.
Do you hear stuff when you do it?
I'm sorry, like if I seem like out of control or weird, but that's like, you know how there's like, you have certain like things that trigger you that are just like give you the heebie-jeebies, whatever.
This is someone doing commentary. That's what we're
Mayo is one of mine. Like, I just can't.
All right. Yalla, bismillah. Wow.
Oh, that's a double fillet sandwich. Like it literally has 2 long fillets on it.
That's what she said.
Damn, little lady. You put all that away?
I won't and I don't, but I could eat this every day.
She's gonna mainline.
Like, to be honest, not even to be an asshole.
And I do, and I like, because my
I think
last
it's just how
video
disgusting
of Chantal,
like,
people were asking,
it's not
is the video sped up? I do speed it up a little bit because
her who is disgusting as a
I just like to watch it
and
in
like she's talking
just
and
normal
like, look,
motion.
I don't,
is
it's
torture,
not like
so
she's got like
I
17
speed it
burgers
up
or something. She has one
so
sandwich.
I don't subject you guys to
This is like
you
her
know
lunch or
the
something.
longer
Whatever,
version of the
right? Yeah.
chews
Normal.
if you
It's
catch
got a
my
sandwich,
drift. So
fries,
that's
and
yeah,
a
I did
drink.
sped up.
It's
That's a
nothing
1.25, I
like,
believe.
If it's exactly what I would eat. I wouldn't eat that exactly, but I would get a burger, fries, and a
Yeah.
drink. I actually would probably get 2 fries, to be honest with you, so I'm more of a pig than her in this instance. But
I was on my Spanish keyboard. I kept wondering why Mayo was being capitalized. For Cinco de Mayo,
oh,
maybe?
yikes, what happened there?
Oh, this was the parking lot adventure. I'm gonna go back to, because I want to show you the thumbnail of what she ate. Firstly, that fucking thumbnail of her kicking her foot out.
Nope.
But there was a mukbang that she did.
Walk and sniff.
Yeah, she sniffed her shoes.
Just for a walk and sniffs her shoes. Surprise at the end. What's the surprise? An hour and a half. How long did she stream for? Oh,
That stream,
streamed.
yeah, that was somebody that streamed her
They streamed
content.
for an hour and a half talking about Chantal sniffing your shoes. Boy,
Yep.
gotta move on.
That was her mukbang. She had a full pizza, chicken wings, fries.
She's not a home wrecker.
Yeah.
The home wrecker.
I
As
don't
opposed
know.
to just a home wrecker.
She's not a home. I don't know. Maybe it was a typo. Some titles aren't well thought out.
Almost 3,000 views, but they didn't bother to, you know.
She bought butt bleach from Temu. Her skin is going to be singed off. Yeah, because how the fuck is she first? Who was putting that on her asshole? Is Sala?
Yeah. Because likes that kind of stuff.
I guess that is
I'm
right up
surprised
his
she doesn't
alley.
want it to be dirty though.
Yeah, what is that?
Let me see.
Let me see your chili ring.
What is he saying about cinnamon?
Your cinnamon, cinnamon ring. No, what did he fucking call it?
Something like cinnamon.
Yeah. No, I think it was cinnamon ring.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't know what you're doing, but rethink it. You knock my light off. We're gonna fight. You're fixing to do it, aren't you? She claims to want to use it for chafing areas, but who's going to see it? She doesn't even see it. What the using it for chafing areas? Is that what it's supposed to be for? Also, that's not, I don't think that's chafing. I think it's a hormone imbalance if she's dark in areas. It's called diabetes, Chantal. You can't bleach that away. It's a hormone imbalance. Oh, we have even a newer person doing commentary on Chantal. I love seeing the new ones just to see what they bring to the table as far as
I woke up, I feel sick. I'm going to a birthday party. I'm in a relationship. Stepping on the scale. Torrid Hall.
I fell in love with someone else. Trisha Paytas wants me. I'm in a relationship, stepping on a scale. We broke up. I feel sick. What the fuck? Oh my god. Top 10% beauty. Yeah, Brioche, I don't think these are chafing areas. I think these are hormonal imbalance. A lot of larger women have darker pigmented skin in their folds. Do you think Amber tried calling her mom again? Probably. Dumb bitch. This is my troublemaker here. This is my problem child. My problem child, my redhead. You have anything to say? Nothing to say on the matter. You're not going to speak for yourself. The half mustache. Do you have something to say? Oh, you probably smell my lip oil. It's orange.
Ooh, little claw.
No justice, no speed. You ever seen an orange cat dance before? I need to brush them. They're shedding like crazy. I gotta get the brush out of the thing.
Alright, I'm going to get drinks. Would you like some dinner?
Yeah. I love you.
$20 million so I can stop working. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming and joining me.
Of course.
Yes.
Hey, you get the shoes on? The one pair of shoes that we share?
No, they should be over there by the closet. If not, my slippers are underneath the... They're comfy. That was my husband, y'all. To prove I am married. We are very much in love. He is not being held against his will, I promise. Well, I guess I can't promise that. He does enjoy my company. We have a child together. What are the other excuses or ways Chantal proves that she's married? I have a marriage certificate. You can't see it though. You can't see it though. Actually, I don't even know where ours is, honestly. I'm going to be 100% honest. I have no idea where we put it. I think it might be in our file folder in the closet. He pats my head and pinches my cheeks. He does mess my hair up. I don't really appreciate that very much. And he tried rubbing my eyebrow off today, so that also was unappreciated. Chantal picking her nose. That never gets old. Exactly. That's a physical offense. I will go Amberlyn Reed and throw. Wait, no, it was Destiny's mom that threw the candle holder. She probably did, honestly. I know when she was in her sorry, I have like a hair in my ear. The downside of having a pixie cut. It like tickles my tragus piercing and it makes me feel like I have a mosquito in my ear. And that's a phobia. And I stand on business on that. But I wouldn't put it past Chantal eating a booger, especially on camera. During her Nodder era, she was live streaming, picking her nose and wiping it on shit fairly regularly, so. God, I have cat hair all over my face. I can feel it like tickling my nose. We're talking about you. No. We're talking about Chantal picking her nose and possibly eating it. She learns from the best.
Everybody, how's everybody?
Oh no, Tammy. If you think cat hair is bad, you should see a bunny fur. I can only imagine. I haven't owned rabbits since probably like 9 years old. I had a friend that bred rabbits. And they used to, I think her father was Native American, and they used to take the bunny fur from like the shedding of the bunnies and from the processing of rabbits. And they used to make like dream catchers and the lucky rabbit's foot shit and stuff for bows. I have to, with just the cats in the house and brushing them, and I vacuum probably every other day. We have tile floors, so I sweep a good majority and then I vacuum every couple days because it just gets too much. And I don't feel like sitting there sweeping every fucking day with the actual broom. We need to invest in like a Roomba or something, but we have yet to do that. So everything is manually done still. And I have to clean out our vacuum filter, and then I have to like brush out the filter on my computer or it'll overheat from the cat hair. Because they shed so much, especially because it's hot here during the summers. And they start shedding early. Yeah, that's the only reason I hate vacuuming, is because the vacuum filter. And it needs like cleaned out every single time that you vacuum with having cats and children. And it's a pain in the ass. We have like a reusable filter on our vacuum, so it just has to be like rinsed out to sanitize it, and then usually the shedding is a mixture of environment and probably a little bit of diet. We do feed them like a mix of dry food and wet food. But my big guy behind me has had to go a little less on the dry food, and then the rest of them are higher on the dry food, lower on the wet food, or vice versa. They're more on the wet food, less on the dry. He is second oldest. I believe Sushi is our oldest. She was the one that we first showed on here. That's his sister. Hi, Carolyn. Happy Friday. No, Brioche, it's okay. It goes Sushi, Ezio. I believe Bowie is our next oldest. And then Inosuke is our baby of the family. But they're all, like, I think Ezio's 3. Sushi may be almost 4 now. And Bowie's probably a little over a year old. And Inosuke's probably just at a year old. He's the baby. Yeah, I have 4 kitty cats. Inosuke, he's actually named after my favorite anime character. That is a a boar-headed anime character that I have tattooed on me even. Inosuke. And then Ezio is named after the Assassin's Creed character. He used to love watching my husband play Assassin's Creed. And Bowie is named after my favorite artist of my generation, that was androgynous, because when we first got him, we thought he was a she, and then she ended up being a he. But the reason that I named her Bowie was because she had a mustache. So it just kind of was meant to be with the naming. And Sushi, my daughter picked out, so. I'm not even sure why she chose Sushi, because she doesn't like sushi, but I was wondering where the normal name was from. Yep. That's the normal name of a 6-year-old naming a pet. Even though Bowie is actually hers. Go figure. So I was trying to see if there was any updates on this post about Tammy getting hit up by a supposed preacher. So get this. This was from 4 days ago, and I did post this to my community tab. I think I just what was it? Reposted it to my community tab. Because she had a similar situation to Amber Lynn. Some preacher though was trying to was in her DMs asking her sexual questions, I guess. Somebody saw our trampoline video, the tiptoeing in my Jordans, and was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her the time of day. She looks like she's got a wild side to her. And lo and behold, she did not like that. Possibly because it was a man. And he wasn't very Christian creature-like. Not a good Christian friend. Yeah, we were talking, my husband and I were talking about the fact that Amber Lynn has so many options available to her through her Instagram DMs. Apparently that's where most of her relationships have came from. Light on the Christian, heavy on the creature. But that's where a lot of Amber Lynn's recent relationships have came from. Hasn't it been Instagram? She's got all these options from Instagram, and I'm just like, I've never entertained an Instagram invitation to anything. Has she ever met anyone in real life? Well, we know she met Alexis and Tommy in real life. Never met Erica, and then Feline and her. But I don't think she's ever met anyone organically in real life. I think it's because she's just too awkward to get out there. Her whole thing with moving to Oklahoma, I was like, there's a lot of gay bars out there. She could go out and, mingle with people that at least have the same things going on as she does. But she never, going to bingo and going gambling with your mom and going out to eat with your mom is not the same as leaving the house and having an actual adult interaction with other people. And that's why I'll never get why she pushes that she thinks that she's independent. You never do anything independently. I'm sorry, that makes you not independent at all. It makes you codependent. I'm pretty sure Alexis did approach her first. Whoa, you guys. There's hissing involved. I'm pretty sure Alexis did approach her first. But also I'm starting to notice that a lot of Amber's social circle, at least that has came out here to date, of people that she's been talking to on the side as well, have all been much younger than she is. Yeah, I also don't get a good vibe from Alexis. And it's the timing of Alexis's arrival. It's also her inserting herself and everything. And then the text messages were really weird. Like, I've never once told my friend if I didn't take priority over their actual relationships with people, like that they were planning on dating or having a romantic relationship with, if I didn't take precedence over them, that there was going to be an issue, or like, I never like put myself between them and a romantic relationship. I find it weird that she's trying to sneak attention away, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, did Alexis totally overlook the fact that she was shit talking, that Amber was shit talking her to Erica? Like, and you know, that maybe just Amber, she might know Amber well enough that she knows that like Amber's gonna shit talk whoever to have some kind of conversation go that way. And I don't know, like, just to have conversation is so weird. And I also like couldn't get over the fact that Erica sounded 100% like Destiny and Becky had a love child. Like, it sounded like Becky's voice, but looked like a mixture of Becky and Destiny. And the whole, like, everything was so stupid. And none of them look good in it. Amber looks dumb for not Becky's voice, but in a lower register. Yeah, the Erica and Brittany thing is annoying because, like, what was... I don't... There's so many things that are, like, gaps in the information. And no one's giving the full story because it makes both parties look stupid. Amber's trying to save face with not looking stupid, but wants to tell her piece because she doesn't want to be made look even dumber. And then Erica and Brittany are leaving shit out purposefully and backtracking things that they've already said because it's making them look worse. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot. It's very messy. It's messier than I ever thought it was going to get. Like, this is the things that I was expecting of. You're 100% right there, Wicked. Eric and Brittany are pretty dumb. It is a good distraction from Tommy. But I don't think it's going to be one that's lasting because there's no, like, unless either side actually comes through and gives actual receipts and gives validity to anything that either side is saying, it's just hearsay. It's just she said, she said, she said, she said. Y'all can keep saying she said, but like no one's showing any proof of anything. Amberlynn was show her proof was fucking text messages between her and Alexis about Erica. It was never coming from Erica. Yeah, you can only drag it for so long. They're guest stars, not side characters. And I think that's what also Amber was really hopeful of, is that she was finally going to have a partner that she could parade around for the camera again. And she thought Tommy was going to be that one. But another thing I don't get is, like, Amberlynn knew from Jade what kind of audience she had. And they didn't even have to see Jade's face. They got a name from Amberlynn, and that was it. They got a name from Amberlynn, and they found her. Not to mention, people just went to where Amberlynn lived and were taking pictures and video of Feline outside of the apartment, walking Twinkie. So, hello, my love. Yeah, you. My husband got me a Diet Coke. That's what I'm thinking. She deleted all the text between her and Erica because she didn't want it. She didn't want that narrative. I don't know if it deletes on her side though, on Erica's side. So Erica could still post them, but I don't think she will because it makes her look like a complete ass. So who knows what will be posted. I really hope it's not the latter and we get the unadulterated bean flicking videos or moaning, but who knows with girl world? Who knows? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jade was so easily found from just a name, and like people were able to piece together just from a drawing that Chantal did of Nodder who he was. So did she think that dropping Erica's name was gonna be less eventful? No. Definitely not. You know, the other thing that I'm having issue with about Amber and them bringing Jade up, Amber bringing Jade up, and then Erica and Brittany bringing Jade up is because they're painting her as an aggressive towards Amber and that she was abusive, which is, if you remember, pretty reminiscent of the painting she tried describing to us of the Casey situation. So this feels very Casey coded with trying to paint exes as abusers when it ended up turning out that Amber Lynn is the manipulator and most certainly is the one that gets 100% physical. Carolyn, FBI has nothing on Girl World viewers. But she's trying to paint everybody as like abusive towards her and physical towards her. Jade, and then now we're painting Erica as being abusive towards her through text and through phone calls because she wasn't able to be physical with her. But like there seems to be a running theme with Amber Lynn calling exes abusers or abusive towards her. Yeah, Wicked. I definitely think it's a manipulation tactic. I don't know. I can't believe that I just don't believe that Jade was abusive towards her. I believe possibly things got heated between her and Amber chose a passive aggressive way of coming at her. I just can't see Amber Lynn as being physically abusive. I don't know. I think it's just because of her size. I think she just probably comes off intimidating, but I just can't, I don't know. I just don't picture her like, but she could be that way. She could. She has a very good way of masking herself to an extent online. I could see her pushing, I could see her grabbing, but like there's been talk of like a knife being pulled on somebody and pushing somebody down. I don't know. I think the allegations, either they need to bring proof to the party, like actual proof to the party, or they need to stop with the allegations because it's just, especially Amber, she likes to throw around they were abusive, they were physically abusive, they were manipulating me, but never shows any proof of that. And then it comes out later that they never actually did that and she lied the whole time. Yeah, Carolyn, that's fairly new. I think that came out in the live stream with Jordy last night. Erica was talking about Amber telling her that Jade was physically abusive towards her. And then Amber kind of hinted at things with Jade, but never said anything about the physical abuse. But Erica and them were letting it go. Yeah, looks can be deceiving. Look, I don't say that she couldn't be. I'm just going based off of what I see. I know she's really good at masking. I don't know. Until I would actually see her doing it, there's been indications. I bet she got in Jade's way and pushed past her. Yeah, it could be an exaggeration on Amber's part, of course. Amber is no stranger to exaggerating truths for sympathy and for monetary gain, as we have witnessed, as we have bared witness to. I just feel like she puts past partners in such a bad light, even if they did nothing to her besides just not wanting to be with her anymore. Reminded you of the similarities. I don't advocate for trolling the way it happened. It's one thing to poke the bear during a live stream and ask questions that you know they don't want to answer or put them in a tight spot. It's another thing to invade their personal space under false pretenses and then release information about it. Like that, I feel like that's going above and beyond trolling. So Casey essayed her and Jade was physically abusive. Did she make serious accusations toward any other girlfriends? I mean, she claimed that Becky, she never loved Becky, which, whatever. But she also like claimed that Becky had things that she did in the relationship that she didn't bring up. But she has always like alluded to stuff. You know what I mean? And then with Destiny cheated on her during the relationship. So, and there was also physical altercations with her Destiny's mom. So there was other things happening with past partners. Yeah, but Carolyn, I don't believe that Brittany is an actual therapist. Color me crazy, I just don't buy it. I think she's just saying that because it gives her some kind of justification for wanting to partake in what she did because it's like an experiment. But I don't know. If we go by what Alexis said about the situation, which take of that what you will, take that with a grain of salt, that she said that they were job jumpers and that they couldn't even afford their rent. So did Amber pay their rent? Works at Lowe's. I saw her TikToks. She has like various different outfits that she wears that would think that she has jumped a few jobs, if that's what you want to call it. Had a few different career paths. Yeah, Broche. Maybe a counselor, have some kind of training. Yeah, I'm just like, if this was purely a troll to get monetary gain off of the back of a juicy fucking story on Amber, I think it backfired because for one, they couldn't keep their story straight, and for two, like they made the YouTube channel, couldn't figure out how to do the live stream thing. I guess neither one of them is social media capable and are just hitting up reaction channels to do the story for them. So the reaction channels are doing the hard work for them. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, another thing that doesn't line up right is if they were hard up for money, how did Erica drop hundreds of dollars on Amber within the first 3 months of them dating? Her saying Amber is the most dangerously manipulative person, that just justifies what her wife did and makes her feel better about it. Yeah, probably. The whole mess is just crazy because it's both sides are lying about shit, so we're not getting a complete story. And this was all done. Amber did this intentionally because she didn't want Tommy and Tommy's family to be attacked by people trying to find out why she was going after Amber. Saying Amber is worse than actual criminals was wild. I mean, people, I think a lot of people, especially those willing to go to this depth, would probably pull out the exaggeration of saying that Amber is worse than a criminal. Like, what I want to know most is the true motive for reaching out to Amber. What really happened? Yes, they're all lying and they're also lying to each other, but they all in on it too, and I think they can trust each other. It's pretty funny, actually, silly asses. Like, she's some kind of Black Widow. Yeah. I don't understand. Well, I do. Amber thinks that she's luring us away from anybody further investigating Tommy and Tommy's family. But, like, Amber, this woman, I don't care how you feel about her, this woman was talking to other large women in the same time frame, and I guess Amber was talking to other women too, because her and Erica very well may have been talking to each other. So I just don't know. And like, a part of me is like, they can't be this. Like, Amber, I don't think Amber would be this smart to get her friends in on something of this magnitude to throw the attention off of Tommy. I feel like that's too calculated. But another part of me is like, why is Alexis so involved in the recent things? Because Alexis hasn't been a part of her channel other than in passing talking about her, because she's been brought up from reaction channels. But other than that, like, why all of a sudden is Amber involving her a lot more? Yeah. Well, a lot of people were saying, like, I love the fact that the feeder whose partner passed away not even months before has a moral high ground of being cheated on. But honestly, we don't know if Emily, Tommy, Willow Oak, whatever the fuck that they want to be called, we don't know if they had some kind of open relationship where they poly. Amber seems to be like far leaning towards a lot of like open relationships that teeter the line of being poly. Yeah, I saw that Brittany started a channel. I actually followed it because they were supposed to do the live stream on it, but they couldn't figure out how to work a streaming platform or a streaming app to be able to live stream. So they just went on Jordy's. I don't know, because I don't think either of their Instagram accounts go back that far. If they did, they sure as hell cleaned it up, because they have like maybe a handful of pictures at most. And together they only have maybe a handful of pictures together. There's so much speculation on the motive behind it happening, but I think it's more so a conversation and Amber being too trusting of strangers on the internet. Like, it takes nothing. Like, she makes 6 figures a year. That's being, like, just stating average. She makes probably about 6 figures a year off of YouTube. How she doesn't have like $20 to run a background check on somebody, because my first instinct, if somebody's telling me all the right things, I'm gonna be like, hey, can I know your first and last name? When's your birthday? Plug that shit into a background check and do a full background check on them. Where did you grow up? You know, all the usual things that you would ask somebody that you're getting to know, and do a background check. If you're that serious about them, find out who the fuck you're talking to. It's the internet. You can literally pretend to be anybody. Like, find out who you're talking to. Yeah, I mean, even she lives in the same state as her mom, and she can't ask her mom for advice because her mom's too busy being a friend to her as opposed to being a mother. And that's if Amber's even divulging this information to her. Like, apparently she talks about some partners, but what is she telling her mom? My mom and I weren't close. I didn't have a relationship with my mom until I was almost out of high school. Like, I did not have any time with my mom before I was in high school. And my mom was one of those people that tried being a friend and found out the hard way it doesn't work like that. You can't be a friend and a parent at the same time. My mom probably still thinks I'm a virgin. Brittany sounded too genuinely bothered for her to be partnering up with Amber for a stunt. The fact that Brittany supposedly put her wife with a history of cheating up to a fake dating another woman as a troll just doesn't check out with me. That's my thing with it, Wicked. Because the story started out when they first went on Jordy's live stream. When they stated they first made contact with Amber is because they both saw on her Instagram that she had posted, and Brittany had told Erica, wouldn't it be funny if you messaged her and she messaged back? And then that's what they did. But I think, let me see what my cards say. But I don't know if that was the end of Brittany's trolling. Like, I think she thought maybe that was where it was going to end. That it would just be funny. Maybe she didn't think that Erica would be attracted to Amber because of their history of being on the Hater Nation or whatever Facebook group discussing Amberlynn. Like, I don't think she thought it was going to get to that. And then it did. But was it because of money? Did they give the generous, did they give the generous gift in hopes that it would be reciprocated? I don't know. It just seems really fucked up on all angles. And I'm honestly ready to get back in on Tommy. Like, what's going on with Tommy? Especially now that Tommy's like trying to suss out if Amberlynn was two-timing her, which is rich. It's really rich. Oh, that's great. And that phone call just sounded too chill on both sides, but I personally don't believe or trust anything in Girl World. Same, Wicked. Same. I try to process the information that it comes in, and I take everything with a grain of salt. I don't trust in anything unless there's direct proof in front of me or I hear it directly from the horse's mouth. But even then, like, it depends on whose mouth it's coming from. Like, whose horse is that? Yeah. And now, I guess, let's go to Tweedledee and Tweedledum's not TikTok, YouTube, because apparently they made a community tab post. So, I think Brittany runs this page. And she says, can I pull this up better? I am a professional, people. I swear. So this says from 12 hours ago, so this was done today at some point and edited, that either, I don't know who's running this, I'm assuming it's Brittany, but I'm going to be posting a video this week about how all of this has personally affected me and what it's really been like behind the scenes, finding out things I had no idea about and how I've been coping with it and what it feels like in my position and how Erica has reacted to my questions and more. And I have a little question for you guys as well I need to ask. So, yeah. I don't understand dangling the carrot. If you knew your wife had a propensity to stray, why would you dangle somebody with money, influence, and I guess a level of attraction from your from your wife? I don't know. Why would you dangle that carrot? You know what I mean? Let me read some of the comments here. See how juicy they get. Yeah, I think there was definitely financial motivation behind the bean flicking. So comment from the most recent comment. God, Ashley, get a fucking grip, man. Words. So the top comment from most recent says, you're a therapist who needs your license revoked. Amber is no angel, but you should know, being in your profession, how dangerous it is to troll and bully someone. Yet you and your wife thought it would be cute and not come with consequences. All three of you deserve exactly how this went down. You deserve the unfaithful partner, your partner deserves the backlash, and so do you. And hopefully Amber will stay in her morbid self off the internet and some real people. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are throwing around like a kink, like maybe the wife had like a degradation, humiliation kink to this. Maybe it was like a cuck situation. I don't know. I know people's kinks can sometimes get a little too real world. I don't know what this was. Like, I still don't know what this was. Was it a troll? Was it the wife putting the idea in Erica's head? Was it Erica putting the idea in the wife's head and the wife ran with it and then thought it was just going to be something funny and cute and then it ended up getting deeper? Yeah. And then Erica getting angry and defensive towards the end of the call with Jordy says everything about how she really is. Oh, we're going to have to go back and re-listen to that because I did not catch that. But I didn't watch the last live stream where they went back on to discuss things. I heard that through the grapevine that they just like backpedaled a lot. So neither of you are victims. Amber isn't either. You've spilled your tea. Maybe it's best you two don't try to make money from their trolls. Yeah, the thing was though, they never ended up live streaming. So if they set out to do this, they already failed because there's not really any more tea to spill. They've spilled all they could because now they're just backtracking and changing the narrative totally. So they're just lying essentially to save face. And then Amber made all the money in the super chats. Like, if their goal was to make her more money, bravo, you all did it. Y'all made her more money. Like, I don't know. Yeah, my whole thing was I feel like it would have been more beneficial as a scam for her to, like, Erica to pretend to be like the bot girlfriend of Amber. I think monetarily that made more sense than what they did. I don't know. I'm at either they are the dumbest, the completely dumbest people when it comes to scamming, and like read Scamming for Dummies and didn't take it literally. So apparently Erica bought her the Legos. Erica bought her chocolates, I guess, which is weird because Amber didn't want people sending her food. And we had the whole cake gate thing, remember? Or the bread gate, whatever the fuck it was. Pie gate. But anyhow, sent her like chocolates, sent her that moon picture with the date that they started dating or whatever. And I think a lot of other small things, but I don't think it's anything that added up to $2,400. At least not how Amber described what was being sent to her. So I don't know if those chocolates must have been made out of fucking gold or something. Like, where were they from? I think they always planned to expose her, and it kind of feels like she was in on it. So like Amber knew it would get her attention. Plus Brittany starts a channel and Tommy gets left alone. Yeah, that's my whole like circle back on this, is that this was all to take attention off of Tommy. Like, that was Amber's initial plan, was by outing Erica, it was going to take attention off people coming after Tommy and Tommy's friends and family on her pursuing Amber directly after the death of her last girlfriend. You don't do that if you don't have feelings. Even Sala picked up on the fact that Kybella may have been trolling him. Yeah. But Amber's oblivious. She thinks that if you flick your beam to her, that you're in love with her. And it's like, girl, get fucking help. Get help. As Michael Jordan would say, get help.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about: kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18 you have...
Thanks, Obama. I feel like I'm in health class. Maybe they all came to an agreement after Brittany found out that Erica caught feelings and kept it from her. I mean, could I see Amber doing that? Yes, because she was already okay with their marriage being open enough for her to come in and them to have relations over text messages and talks about moving in. If y'all would have minded your business and just not have started trolling Amber in the first place, none of this would have happened. Frankly, y'all deserve each other. Sorry. Tammy never really leaves us. She's in our hearts and in our mouths. And she makes us better for it, better Christian creatures. So like Erica and Britt plan the troll, it gets carried away, they all talk it out and plan this grift. I mean, possibly. And, you know, Alexis could be also in on this. Because Alexis is the one painting the picture that Erica and Brittany were having money troubles. She's the one that let the cat out of the bag about that. So, Alexis is also weaved into this. And I guess, like, Eric and Ricky are in with this, this spectacle that's happening. And Becky and... Oh, that is definitely on my bingo card. That Alexis comes out as like an Uber troll and just lets all of this fucking tea on Amber out for the money grab for it. Sure, it'll be short-lived, but I 100% see that happening. She's just too involved for my liking. Way too involved. But she doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but she wants to be heard. I want to have Alexis over. She seems like the type to steal. What's even funnier is like hearing Alexis and seeing Alexis in the last TikToks that have made its rounds on YouTube of Alexis addressing Erica, I believe. I totally see Amber's personality that she has now. That is the personality that she is parroted. Guess what? You touched the poo and now have the audacity to act like a victim. That your hands got dirty. Girl. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. If you keep talking, Amber will keep talking. If you want it to end, just drop it. In my opinion, Amber is not worth the trouble. No one cares. Both of you are both of you are subhuman. May shame befall you. Who fucking talks like that? I don't believe there's a troll. You caught your wife cheating with ALR, LMAO, and want to save face. The way you threatened Amber by saying you'll realize her photos was disgusting. And what was the $2,400 for? Erica's plane ticket to go move in? Oh, was that the $2,400 that they're talking about? Did she pay for a ticket to go see Amber and then it got, I guess they didn't go? Alexis' motives may be more than money. Example, if she's in a bad situation and is she in Wisconsin and hopes to get moved in? I don't remember that either, but that would be about what I would think a plane ticket plus all of the gifts would cost. Like, that makes more sense. It started as a joke to see if she would message back. Brittany says she didn't know that Erica was still talking to Amber. She didn't instruct her wife to have an affair with the internet's most hated quarter-ton gal. Why so many mean comments for Brittany? She's not completely innocent, but Big Al was the one talking to her wife. I think people who support defend Amber are even sicker than she is. She claims to be severely mentally ill. What's your excuse, Am babies? I noticed that some of the old Amber euphemisms are making a comeback. If you're doing this for money, you have 4,000 watch hours before you get monetized. Even if you get the watch hours, it can take a while to hear from YouTube. I don't think enough people will be interested in your content. Did Amber leave the comments on her live stream? Probably not.
Hold.
Right? Nope. Wow. Wow. Big cherry. I think she would have for engagement. Are you calling me big? Big? Yeah, you big-headed ass bitch. Get out of my face. It was the whole fucking sideways sit in the car, facing facing Becky, invading her personal space. So, Busy Little Bee posted this on the community tab, but I think it's from Twitter. Mental things is scary. Y'all, stop sending me cake. Whoever sent me this cake's probably a Trump supporter. This would be something a Trump supporter would do, sending me cake. Amber didn't hurt herself being pushed to the ground. Apparently the ankles were strong that day. Erica says Jade was verbally abusive to Amber and pushed her to the ground once. Says, oh, maybe that's where she got the hurt ankle. Maybe that's why the ankle didn't heal. Maybe I'm going to fucking hell. I'm going to hell. Well, I'm pretty sure they have a spare time in hell, so I'll have my Diet Cokes. Abuse-induced dangling ankle. Maybe that's what caused her to have walking pneumonia, because she wouldn't get up and walk on her ankle because Jade kept pushing her down. Kept reactivating that wounded ankle. Says Amber had to pull a knife out of Jade's hand, that Amber choked and slapped Jade. Jesus Christ. A lot of allegations that can't even be proven, so Jordy cuts it short. I mean, to be quite frank, none of these are being proven. Nothing that either party is saying is being proven. It's just them saying it happened. Says Jade, breakup happened because they got physical. Amber said, I can't do this anymore, and Jade said, I can't either. So the breakup was mutual. Alleges Jade had a drinking problem, but again, no receipts for this, just Amber told me. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that Jade pipes in so that her name can be cleared, especially if Amber is letting this narrative be pushed that Jade was physically abusive towards her. Because this is like, I mean, to be quite frank, this is like quite FBI frank to clarify. But this is kind of the same rhetoric that she was throwing around when she was talking about Casey. So this is right up Amber's alley for exaggerating stories. Like, could they have been physically back and forth with one another, but did Amber possibly exaggerate it so that it sounded more dire than it was? 100%. 100%. And that's what I think it was. And Jade was smart in that, because holy fuck, getting involved with Amber. And I think that was the determining factor on why she left, because she realized, like, I'm not going to be able to have a normal life with this woman because she can't give up social media. She is far too dependent on social media. She probably spends all of her time on social media, to be 100% honest, through talking with friends that are online, because everything is online to her. Nothing is in real life, you know? Yeah, she didn't use Casey's preferred pronouns, made fun of the fact that he was binding his chest before transitioning or during transition. It was gross. And yes, she was young when this was happening, but I don't, like, you can't use that as an excuse every time. Every time somebody finds out something shitty about you, you can't use the excuse, well, I was young, I've changed. Where have you changed, Amber? Everything that you do is exactly how you used to do it. Like, everything. Exactly, Brioche. You know where I found the good majority of my friends? Going to school, going to work, like having an actual job that isn't social media, and getting outside, like going out and doing things, having actual interactions with living, breathing people that I can touch when I'm talking to them. Yeah, having legit hobbies, not just, well, I guess building Legos can be its hobby, but like having other hobbies, not just Legos. Hell, go meet friends through building Legos. Don't they have conventions and shit for Legos? I'm pretty sure they do. Go to conventions. Interact with people. I mean, hell, my brothers used to be into like Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering, and they used to go to like clubs and shit for that. That was something that I always thought Amber should do. She makes enough money, volunteer. Volunteer. It's the least you could do. You have an easy job. I once grabbed a coffee with a girl I met in the bathroom, which is so woman-coded. Listen, I have way too many interactions with coworkers that, like, I met them and, like, usually everybody thinks that I'm a bitch when meeting me because I have facial piercings that are much more than the average person. My ears are large, but I also have like resting bitch face. I'm not a smiley person outside of like actually talking with somebody. In my regular everyday face, I'm not smiley. And usually by the end of the first day, I have talked to the person enough to, I guess, be likable, and everybody wanted to like hang out, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going home. We can hang out when it's not time for me to go home. Like, if you want to hang out before work, that's great. I will hang out with you before work. After work, you can fuck right off. You can literally fuck right off. But I used to go like on breakfast and brunch dates with coworkers because I had nothing better to do. And some of my favorite people were people that I worked with. They just knew after a certain point, like, okay, if Ashley's leaving for the day, she's leaving. She's not coming back. She's not going anywhere. She's done with her day. I did that in my youth, as I got older. And I got older, and then the people that I was working with got younger, and I'm like, I'm not going out to bars with y'all. I'm sorry. I will never, ever, ever want to go get a drink after work. Ever, never. I'm leaving work and going directly home. That's me now. I go directly home, but now I work from home. So I usually like take a lunch break with my husband and we'll go out somewhere. Even if we don't eat out, we still go out with our lunch, you know, to get out of the house, or just like run somewhere to get something. I can't imagine a life lived doing content even behind four walls. Like, she never gets out of the apartment. The beginning, like when I first started working, I worked factory. I lived in a very small town and it was a factory town. So almost everybody worked factory or fast food. And I did not want to work fast food. So I worked factory. And I worked factory for probably close to 10 years. And I worked second shift. And do small towns have traffic? I worked in a small town, but if I wanted to, I don't know, get groceries or do anything fun, I had to go into a little bit larger of a town, and there was a lot more traffic there. And then I decided to live in the little bit busier town and transit into the smaller town for work. So that was a lot of fun, especially during blizzards. Like, are the news ever like XYZ drives back up several miles? No. It's always like, there's a whiteout blizzard, you can't see the road, you're gonna have to stay at work. I remember being locked in our factory because the roads were so bad that they didn't trust anybody leaving the parking lot. And like, we couldn't, even if we wanted to, our fucking cars were snowed in. So we literally had to sleep in the fucking locker room of our factory. It was not the most comfortable. I did not sleep well. Luckily enough, they didn't expect us to work the next day, even after staying there. They just had closed the factory, but we were there until we could shovel our cars out next morning, which was lovely. A lot of us ended up walking to a nearby, they had like a deli across from us. It was probably like a couple miles out. A lot of us walked in a group to the deli to have dinner and then came back and piled a bunch of factory uniforms in a corner to call it a pillow and went to sleep. And it wasn't the only time they shut us in the factories back then. It was tornado warnings. They shut you in. They wouldn't let you go out if it was close by. And then, God, I remember when 9/11 happened. And my mom was working the factory that I worked at. And I remember them locking her in there. And I was like, so if we have a fucking like nuclear meltdown or whatever in the town over, my mom's not going to be able to come home because they locked everybody in. we're not going to see her before we die. Like, that was my thought process. And it ended up being nothing, of course. We all survived. Well, most of us survived 9/11 that weren't in New York. Everybody that wasn't in New York survived 9/11, right? Yeah, I'm right in saying that. But the school had locked us in, and then my mom couldn't leave work because they locked her in. And her poor wife at the time, her wife had been locked in at the nuclear power plant that she worked at because she was a nuclear scientist and couldn't fucking leave the plant. And I'm like, well, I guess she'd be the first one to let us know if anything fucking happened, right? Because I remember when 9/11 happened, they thought they were going to attack the nuclear power plants. So every nuclear power plant, like, locked everybody in. Crazy times. And now we're worried about what messy lesbians do. That would have been advanced for early 2000s terrorists, but that is in hindsight. Yeah. Oh yeah, back to that. It's very awful to say, but Amber Lynn's recent drama is like Girl World's 9/11. Good Lord. What time is it? What is the time? 11? I've been on here a little bit. That's cool. All right. I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go wash my friggin' face. I feel oily. I don't see how Amber and Chantal do it. I could never not wash my face before going to bed. Poopgate was kind of like that. Everyone knows where they were. That ain't that right. God, that was a mess. It's good to see that nothing has really changed. It's still a mess. It's perpetual Poopgate. Just new turds. I keep a bar of the pink Dove to wash my face, but I also have like the oil makeup remover, and I forget what, the rosé or whatever fucking facial wash, whatever trending facial wash is out there. Have a good night, Wicked. I'm about to call it a night myself. Wash my daggone face. I want to get one. My mom has the oil cleanser. I love it. The oil cleanser I have, it's not super expensive. I think it was like $6. And I mean, it's lasted me a while. I don't wear makeup every day, so I think that's why it lasts me so long. But it comes with its own little like spatula so that you don't contaminate the whole jar of the solidified oil. It works good. It smells like oranges. I'm for it. All right, enough about skincare. I only wear makeup when I'm going out or having something special. Yeah, I only wear it if I have to do video meetings and they have to see me. Or if my husband and I are planning a night out or something together, then I put a face on. Other than that, it's no eyebrows, no makeup. You're lucky if I do my hair. But yeah, I'm calling it a night. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Friday, almost Saturday. And we'll do it again Monday night. If we don't get another bad tropical storm in the process. We may get hit with them this weekend, so Yay, us. But I will see y'all on Monday, and we'll discuss whatever the fuck happens over the weekend. I'm sure something will pop up. It always does. Good night.